That's a stolen base, not even close. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Check swing, appeal to first. No, he held up. Netherlands with the tying run at the plate. And the home team trying to pull it out. All right, ready to get underway. Zach Neto now at the plate. And that one wrapped foul.
First pitch, Ball. Nope, that's inside.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. That one is cut on and missed. Looked like a changeup.
Really good changeup.
Liner, base hit. Jorge Soler up at the plate. This one in the air, right field. Dawson on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Now, one pitch and one out. So they turn things over to the righty, Kenward Burton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And that one is lifted in the air. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun.
So up next, Lucas Ramirez. And right back to the mound. On to first. That is the inning. Jeter downs to the plate here. Manager signals over, and how about this? The intentional walk signal to the leadoff hitter. Downs gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swings and misses. 0-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Mark Vientos, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Ball one.
The 1-2. Strike three, and that's two in a row. Tap foul at the plate. Here comes the 0-1. And that is out of play.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
This one in the air, center field, and that'll get down for a hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high-leverage spot right there. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Fastball, and he gets out of the way. And a count 1-2. Stays alive. Swing and a ground ball. Just foul down the right field line. Wow. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Angel Obando.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Bryce Teodosio leading things off and takes a strike. Swings through that one for strike two. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. There's a strike. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Alex Bregman. Looking to start something with one gone. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beatings. 2 outs, base is empty. Christian Moore will hit next. Hard hit right side. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at Lone Depot Park, and nobody on, but that changes now with the intentional walk. And that one fouled off. 0-1. Late swing fouled off. Zamora gets his lead at first with nobody out. Foul ball still 0-2. Popped up. Bregman gets under it. And there's one away. Stepping in, Melvin Novoa. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. 2 down. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and that will end the inning. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound. Ronald Medrano. Logan O'Hoppe getting ready to hit. Ripped on the ground to second. Handles, throws to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. That one fouled off. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2. Popped up. Trujillo under it. And there's 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Don Baylor. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That one outs against the fence. And that's a 2-out double.
Wastes no time there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely.
Steven Cruz gets the call from the pen.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Down low, it kicks away. No advance, though. Man at second. Line drive, base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. Albert Pujols, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. And a swing and a miss. Swing and a pop-up. And that's a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. That one misses. Going to count 1 and 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One and 2 now. Ground ball up the middle. The flip, and very nicely done for the out. Good to have you back. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton, bringing you all the WBC action from Lone Depot Park. Here's the second baseman, Jeter Downs. Now a very odd decision. They intentionally walked the leadoff guy. Inside, and that's ball one. Line drive, that's a base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Well, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game.
New arm out of the bullpen, Andres Munoz.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, if he's going to do something special.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. 2 on, 1 out. That one at triple digits. Misses. Now 1-2. Just missed. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out. Munguia swings through it for strike 1. Swing and he popped it up. That's the ball game. 1-0 the final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Just about to get underway. Zach Neto digs in now. Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. That one ripped. Base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base. Looking to extend the play now. And he'll pull into second safely. Jorge Soler up at the plate. And that one fouled off. Swung on, belted. And that's a home run into the upper deck. Swings through that one out in front that time. Inside, almost got him. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And that's a 1-out single. Lucas Ramirez now at the plate. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Gone. A shot to the opposite field. It's their second home run of the inning. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-1. That's to third, Tovar. And it gets by him. Go to first, gets him. Good job to stay with it there for the second out. Jamer Candelario, the next to hit, takes outside. Pinch hitter coming on, Alex Bregman.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Big stock center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And that's ripped to the left. Base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Stepping in, Logan O'Hoppe. No question about this one. It's out of here. A 3-run shot. Their 3rd home run of the inning. This one smoked on its way out of here. 4 home runs. So 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Don Baylor.
Yep, that ball went out.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. That one fouled hard the other way. High fly ball out towards left field. That one carrying. That's not coming back. Another homer. They are unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning. And now the first baseman, Albert Pujols. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. Chourio on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 1st, and today's starting pitcher, Carlos Rodon. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. So we get an intentional walk with no outs in the inning. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Ball, that's in.
Acuna gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to...
Acuna runs. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Battling here as he fouls it away. Popped up. And that is foul. This one popped up right side. Moore under it. But there's no play. That's an infield single. And they're at the corners with nobody out. Luis Arraez stands in. Moore for 1. They get the out, but the run scores in the twin killing. Intentional walk coming here. They put him on board, and with 2 outs, they'll go after the next batter. Ground ball right side, Moore. And that's the 3rd out. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the 2nd. Andres Machado.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. And now it's going to be Bryce Teodosio. That one fouled off. The 0-1. And he grounds one to the right side. On to first. One out in second. Now it's Alex Bregman. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Chourio should have this one. And there's 2 away. Popped up. Arise. Gets under it. And that is that. Welcome back to the World Baseball Classic here at nobody on, but that changes now with the intentional walk. Here is Gleyber Torres. Into center and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Fought off foul. 0-1 down.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Got him swinging. Now here is Ezequiel Tovar on the ground. Neto. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss at a slider. Goes down. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound. Antonio Senzatella.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So back to the top of the order. Zach Neto will hit next. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Into the dive, and he got it. What? We're here at the WBC. Welcome back. Now a very odd decision. They intentionally walked the leadoff guy. Hey. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Center field. Ramirez has a beat on it. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And now a wide throw to third. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That's a base hit as a run scores. In there safely.
Picks himself up at RBI. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
2 on, 1 out. That's a little bit high. And it's 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. Good take by Torres. And that is out of play. This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. A 3-run dinger. They go with the intentional walk, so he's on first with 2 out. So man aboard, and the batter will be the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
This could end it. Line to left, and there's a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Kind of a risky pitch.
This one in the air. Bregman under it. Hauls it in, and that's the ball game. 11